Welcome back, family.
So, as you guys know, today is now the first new YouTube video of 2022. I'm glad to make it another year around the sun. Well, it's not my birthday, but glad to see another year. And I'm glad you're here on the channel because obviously you've been watching this grow and you've been watching how we're changing up the format and doing things differently. So, for this first episode of the new year, I wanted to touch bases on my predictions on how loans are going to be for 2022. Like that?
I like that.
Okay, so we're going to jump straight into it. The first thing first, you're going to need the same documents for a loan. I don't care if it's 2022, 2023, we're going to still have those same documents, meaning we're going to want to see your pay stubs, we're going to want to see your bank statements, we're going to want to see your tax returns, and we're going to want to see 2 forms of ID just to verify it's you, and then obviously we're going to look at your credit. What I do think is going to change is COVID guidelines are going to lessen up. It's not going to be as strict, but there is a new variant out, and we might have other variants and other strains coming, but as the world as we know it has changed, and I think the loan process has changed, and they also accept the fact that, hey, loans might never go back to how it used to be, but we don't have to be as strict. People are still working. They're working from home. You've seen the government and everyone do a 180 and accept this home living, this home lifestyle, and they're allowing businesses to continue to flourish. As you know, Apple, shout out to them, just hit $3 trillion. So businesses are flourishing and people are still doing businesses. They're still doing loans. Self-employed is still out there going strong. So I think the COVID guidelines are going to get less strict, less stringent, and they're going to lessen up, which is going to be great, especially if you're a 1099 or self-employed borrower. Now, during COVID, the heat of it, most banks wanted 2 years, tax returns. They wanted this, especially mostly focused on the 1099 individuals. But now, being that they're lessening up, I think the 1-year tax documents are going to come back. You heard it here first. I'm believing, these are my predictions. So I believe that if you have a 1 year, you can get a mortgage. What I would suggest, though, is that you speak to a mortgage loan officer such as me, the real Mr. Marcelle, aka Malcolm. Mr. Marcelle, speak to me first so we can guide you on how to do it properly before you file your taxes. Let me see the documents, let me see what we can do to work on you and give you that oomph, that push forward before you speak with your tax accountant, because that's going to make a big difference on the loan amount and how much you actually qualify for. What I also think is going to happen, which is just my prediction, I do think Bitcoin or Ethereum, most likely Bitcoin, I do think they're going to find a way to implement it within the mortgages. I know some companies were starting thinking about they will allow you to sell it and they will use it as 30 days or let you use that as an actual investment account and use that as equity. But I feel like we're going to have a bigger change on how they allow you to cash it out or how they allow you to accept it or pay your mortgage maybe in Bitcoin. Something like that. I feel like there's going to be some kind of a streamlined process with Bitcoin and mortgages. It's bound to happen. It's just a matter of when, and I think 2022 will be the year. Do you have any predictions, Rochelle? Any insurance predictions, anything like that?
Insurance predictions. House prices go up, so the insurance. So just be aware of that because house prices are on the up and up. So
that's very true. But you did. I'm gonna call Rochelle out because she's lying. She had one good prediction, and she mentioned that this year alone we started noticing that when you have your insurance broker rerun your policy after the first year, she tends to get you a better rate. So for 2022, I can see that happening more. Meaning that more people are going to want you to look at their files to try to see if they get you a better rate. And it's also good to always get a second quote. So if you need insurance or anything like that, just Rochelle's here and she'll be happy to give you a quote. And as always, I'm here in case you need a second opinion on your mortgage and you just want to make sure that you're protected and that the person you're going with is not taking advantage of you, because not everyone is honest and as helpful as me in this business. This is the real Mr. Marcelle, aka your favorite loan officer. And please let me know what predictions you have for 2020 below, especially if it comes to mortgages or real estate. I want to know. I'm serious. I want to know. I want to do some more videos on my predictions. Maybe I'll do one about the real estate market in general. Oh yeah, I like that. That's probably going to be the next video.
Yep. The
overall real estate market for 2022. I like it. You heard it here first, folks. Well, I like that. Folks. I feel like I'm in a Looney Tune commercial. Folks. If you have any other questions, make sure you put them in the bottom. But I want to know what comments you want to. What comments? What are your predictions for 2022? Put it below, and I'll do another video about the 2022 year coming up. Boom.